best time is now. We gotta stop making excuses. Whatever you want to do, whatever it is. I know when you think about doing it, your brain is like, we gotta wait till we're in a better position. We gotta wait till we get more money. We gotta wait till, I don't know, freaking our head is in a better place. But none of that really matters, because the truth is, the world's never gonna work for you. It's always gonna work against you. So what you need to do is do whatever you got to do regardless, because your brain thrives on comfortability. So when you start thinking about doing something new, chasing after something big, believing in yourself, your brain's like, whoa, hold on now. This isn't comfortable right here. And all you got to think about is, how is that comfortability going to change? Right now it may be comfortable not doing something. Like, for example, me doing these videos. When God first put it on my heart, like a week ago, trying to get a little bit more sunlight in here for y'all. Give me a second. When he first put these videos on my heart, man, I've been battling with it for like a week. It was like a week ago. My brain was immediately like, let's wait till we practice a little more. Let's practice talking into the video. Let's practice maybe just talking better. Let's wait till we got a microphone, a camera. Let's wait till you got better headspace, all that stuff. Wait till you got more time, so you can put more time into it or whatever. And today, I woke up and was just like, you know what? We're just gonna do it. It's because I woke up with a little extra confidence today. A little extra motivation. But you see, that's the thing about motivation, is it comes and goes. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna feel like this. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be right back to, that sounds a little scary. That sounds a little scary because it's not where I'm comfortable. But you gotta get out of that, man. Your brain will always want to keep you comfortable. And what I always say is, comfortability kills probability. Let me say that again. Comfortability kills probability. The more that you remain comfortable, the less there is a probability of you actually chasing that dream and achieving that dream and being where you want to be. But the truth is, if we can just get past the comfortability and the restrictions that our brain wants to put on us, you can do anything you want to. It's like, I've had thoughts of doing videos before, but I let the comfortability talk me out of it. That's what it does, I think. Is your brain tries to talk you out of doing like what you want to do. Isn't that crazy? Anxiety and worry and doubt comes in and just ruins the whole thing. But it's all about changing the comfortability. You start doing, once I start doing these videos, I do them for like a month. Give me a month and I'm gonna be like, man, I didn't do a video today, that's odd. I gotta go do one. And then the next day I'm gonna be like, it really messed me up that I didn't do a video yesterday. Let me get up and do one. It's just all about where the comfortability is, man. Because once you change it, it's just your brain's routine. It likes routine, man. Once you get it out of the one you're in right now, you're good. That's what I said when I first started going to the gym, because I really struggled to be consistent. But I've been going for like a year now and seeing good results, and it's getting pretty easy to go every day, and just like trying to get literally using a stand on my charger right now, so just bear with me, y'all. I don't got no stand. That's what I'm talking about, man. You wait for better positions, but you just gotta do stuff. Yeah, when I first started going to the gym, it took me like a month to really get the consistency down. And it was so hard to get up every day and go. I swear it was. But I did it because that was before I even got really smart in my mind for real. But the gym was what started it. Once I started going to that gym every day, man, my mind changed. And I gave up weed. I gave up alcohol, gave up nicotine. I stopped everything I was doing because that's what God told me to do. And, you know, I didn't want to at first, and it took me struggles. We all struggle. We're not perfect, and it's not just gonna be a one and done thing ever. You gotta practice, and you gotta beat that, not beat, but you gotta work that comfortability out of you, and just do it, man. It's just all about discipline. Motivation goes, but discipline stays. You know, motivation is a feeling, but discipline is a choice. If you choose discipline every day, you're gonna be just fine. But that's the thing about most of us, is all of us really. I mean, I'm not even gonna say most of us because I'm guilty of everything that I'm talking about too. I'm not coming to you guys and like, hey, I'm perfect, I got this all figured out. But I go through these things, and I know what it takes to conquer these things. We can all know how to conquer something as well, but it's all about taking the action, and doing it anyway. Because a lot of the times your brain's going to try to stop you. Your brain sometimes can be your biggest enemy. It can be your biggest enemy sometimes. Excuse me. But you got to do it anyway. And you got to realize that you control your brain. Your brain doesn't control you. Your brain doesn't control you. And once you realize that, you got it. You got it. When your brain comes in and tries to intervene in those things you're trying to do, you be like, nah, that's not how we're going to do this today. And you got it. You're good. So I would say maybe one day you really feel like playing the video game, but you know, you got work to do, or you got to go to the gym. You got to clean your house or something like that. Most of us would choose that video game, right? We can't do that. So I've been trying to battle the video games and the phone. Like I'm on my phone like 2 hours a day now. I remember my screen time used to say like 6 hours, 7 hours. Now we brought it down to like 2 hours. Cause it's just all about discipline, man. Even if you got to give yourself grace. I mean, you're not gonna do it in one day. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna happen with time, patience, and work. I mean, you gotta work at everything you do. It's all work. Nothing's easy, and nothing's gonna come to you. So you gotta wake up and realize that. You gotta wake up, man, and just know that in the future, your future self is gonna thank you for what you do. You just gotta go. You'll be like, it's gonna work out. No, it's gonna work out for the best, and it's gonna become easy. And that every feeling you have is temporary. Feelings are temporary. Actions are not. Actions are gonna pay off in the long run. So you just gotta remember that. You know, when you wake up in the morning, it goes as far as picking up a book instead of picking up your phone, or just go outside, feel the air, man. Listen to the birds and the animals and all the aspects of nature. I love doing that. Like, every morning I wake up, if I'm not working, because unfortunately I wake up very early for work, so I don't get the time to do that. But even at work, I'll just stop and like appreciate nature, because it's so beautiful, man. If you just stop and appreciate it and put the phone down and live a little bit. And you know, it's a really phone driven world as well. Most people, if you don't pick up the phone nowadays, you're like a bad person, you know. But I always think about like these phones weren't always around, man. And I just feel like I'm an older soul. But that's not a bad thing. I never, you know, when I was a kid, I used to be driven by the phone, and I never realized till now how much it really messed my life up. Just how much you depend on it now. Like if you're bored, picking that phone up. If you got a moment of silence in a room, picking that phone up, aren't we? Because we're uncomfortable. It goes back to comfortability. And I said that the phone is almost like a companion. And when you try to put it down, it's hard, man. The video games as well. If you're going through an argument with your girl, what do you do to calm down? Pick the video games up. If you had a long day, what do us men do? Sit down and rewind after a long day. Pick that video game up. I know it all too well, my brother. But if we want to be something and really make a difference, we got to put those things down, man. Because you never realize till you stop it, try to stop it, how much time that really takes up out of your day. The video games and the phones. How much time are you sacrificing for that? You gotta ask yourself that. And what's the price your brain is paying for that? You know, your brain it might have that restriction, but you gotta feed it, and that restriction will let up. When I put that weed down, when I put the nicotine, the alcohol, when I put all that down, and for my Christians or my believers in God, I picked that Bible up instead. And my life changed. My life changed, man, for the better. I've never felt better ever since. Eat your fruit, you know, eat real food, man. Stop eating all the junk. Stay out the middle aisles of the grocery store. The frozen foods, the sweets. Here and there, cool. You know, every once in a while, maybe once a week, that's cool, man. Don't eat it every day. You're killing yourself. You're killing your brain. You're killing your productivity. You're holding back yourself so much by doing stuff like that. And a lot of people aren't gonna like that I say this, but the weed, the alcohol, the nicotine, all you want, you can say that it helps you. Because I used to say the same thing, I promise you. I promise you I used to say the same thing. Oh, it makes me feel better. It gives me less anxiety. It helps me get through life better. But to be honest, that's all temporary though. If you can put it down and learn to pick up better habits, I promise you you'll be eternally at peace. If you can pick up that Bible, then you know, whoever y'all believe in, that's okay. But I'm not gonna push any beliefs on anybody, but I do want to say Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven, man. And Jesus Christ is the only way to eternal peace. You know, I've seen people, you know, no disrespect, I hope nobody takes this the wrong way, but I know the people, the crystals and stuff like that, you have to meditate over and over again for that peace, right? Or you have to put that energy into those crystals. With Jesus, it's a little different, you know. He puts the energy in you, and if you feel anxiety or anything like that, just pray, and boom, it'll go away. Prayer is so powerful, man. Prayer is so powerful. Prayer can do so much for you, and people underuse it. Even I underuse it sometimes. I forget when I got doubts, fear, and all that stuff. I forget to pray, and it's very easy to forget. But it's the most important thing. It's the most powerful thing. That gym and that Bible will get you right. I promise you. I say that's the three most important things. The gym, get active, get your brain pumping and flowing correctly. I don't want to say Bible because I feel like that's pushing everything on everybody. I don't want to do that. I want to preach, I want everybody to feel that eternal peace that I feel, but I don't want to push anything on anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to push anything on me. So let's change that up, actually. Let's do the gym, soberness. People aren't going to like that, but soberness is very important. The gym, soberness, and your diet. I'd say that's the 3 most important things. And once you can master those things, you're good. But just remember that when you wake up, man, every day, that your brain likes to be comfortable. So maybe if you wake up and you're like, oh, I know I need to do this video today. I know I need to go to the gym today, but I'm just tired. I don't really feel like it. You heard that? I don't feel like it. That's a feeling. But you know what's helped me is just whispering discipline. After I say that, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I had a long day yesterday. Discipline. And I get right up and do it. My fiance, I guess. I'm still getting used to saying that. We're recently engaged. And it's been an adjustment for me saying fiance. We've been together for almost 4 years. So I've been calling her my girlfriend for a long time. So it's hard to get used to saying fiance, but she struggles a lot, man. And I try my best to help her, but when people are struggling, it's hard to get out of that. It's important not to judge anybody, man. It's important because everybody struggles, and when we struggle hard. I know it all too well. But we gotta want better for ourselves, and we gotta wake up, because society has just went so downhill, and I've heard people, we're quick to complain about it, but we don't want to change anything, We're like that with ourselves a lot. We're quick to I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. We're quick to be hard on ourselves, though. I know that. And we're quick. Okay, I got it back. We're quick to complain, but we don't want to change anything. Complaining isn't gonna get you anywhere. All complaining is gonna do is help you focus on the negative. Focus on the positive, man. You woke up this morning. You got a roof over your head. You got air in your lungs. I know God fed you. If you didn't, God bless you. If I could help you, if I was right there, I would. I love helping people, man. But if you're fed, if you got a house over your head, if you got love, if you got good people around you, you got family around you, got air in your lungs, be grateful, man. Waking up is the first part. There's so many people that didn't wake up today. So many people that didn't wake up every day, And we got to be grateful for our lives, man. I feel like that's another thing. We get so caught up in the cycle of life and sleep, work. Do whatever you got to do, your hobbies, sleep, work, do all them hobbies, go to sleep, work, do it all again, You got to stop sometimes and just be grateful. Realize the blessings that you have. There's other ways of being rich in life than money. Our society paints it that way. The only way to be rich is if you got all this money and a big house and all this stuff. But there's so many other ways that we're rich, bro. We just gotta be more grateful. You gotta open your minds. And you gotta kick that comfortability out. So when you wake up, just remember who's in control. You and that spirit you got. That's that fire in that spirit. You're in control of your brain. Your brain's a part of you. You're not a part of your brain. That's why it's called an organ. I mean, it's part of, it makes up who you are. But that's not who you have to be. I'm out of here.